Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ian here with B3 Strength and Performance, and as always, I am with Abby, one of our trainers. Today, we've got another great workout for you. What equipment do you need? You need 2 dumbbells, that's it. If you don't have dumbbells, some makeshift at-home equipment will be fine. For the warm-up, we also have another piece of equipment to help elevate our heels, and we're gonna show you why in just a little bit. This warm-up lasts 5 minutes. The first 3 minutes, we're gonna alternate between jumping jacks and a prying squat, all right? You should know jumping jacks. If you don't, we're gonna show you in just a minute. You ready to get it going? Yeah. Here we go. All right, guys. We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. We start with 10 jumping jacks. 10 jumping jacks. To get that good range of motion, clap up top and behind your back so you get a nice deep stretch. As soon as you hit 10 jumping jacks, we're gonna go into a prying squat. It's usually beneficial to grab some kind of weight to help counterbalance, but Abby is on a PVC pipe and she's making sure that her heels are elevated. It's gonna give her much better posture. So if you have a broomstick at home or anything you can elevate your heels, here I'm using a board, and I wanna show you the difference. If I were to go down without it, I have a little bit of a forward lean, start to fall forward. But if I elevate my heels, I've got a much better position. I can get deeper in my squat, and I'm gonna use a plate to do that as well. Here we go. So we're gonna do 10 squats and 10 jumping jacks, back and forth. You can rock side to side, but if you rock side to side, it's gonna take you about 2 minutes to get 10 squats. So just drop down, drive those knees out, make sure you're sitting back into your squat but keeping your chest up, and a nice tight core. There you go, and back up. So you're getting nice and loose here. Another thing I would recommend for everyone, as soon as you finish the warm-up, go right into rolling if you have a roller. Make sure you find tight muscles. You're just trying to mobilize them, loosen them up just a little bit, finding spots that really hurt, hanging out on those spots, and breathing through that pain. There you go, good. So keep it moving, guys. Again, 10 and 10, dropping down and up. If you need a counterbalance, use a counterbalance weight. There you go. Good, then back on those jumping jacks. Clap up top, behind the back, getting good range of motion in your shoulders. All right, stay with it, guys. We've got 75 seconds before we go into our 2 stretches today to make sure we're feeling nice and ripe for Abby's workout. Abby planned this workout, so enjoy it today, right? Yeah. Gotta bring her out. All right, if the squat is bothering you, what can you do? Some people like to start off with what we call a box squat, where you're just gonna sit down on something. Got tons of options. If you don't have a box in your house or a bench, you should have a couch. If you don't have a couch, let me tell you what I know you do have. You got a toilet. Sit down on the toilet, get back up again. Same concept. Sit down, get back up, work and develop that squat. All right, we've got 30 seconds before we hit that stretch. Good, again, nice and deep, heels elevated. Don't go too high up on the broomstick or board. Drive those knees out, chest up high, nice tight core. Always squeezing as if you're gonna get punched. There we go. All right, guys. We've got 12 more seconds, so keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 8 seconds to go. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we go right into pigeon pose, pigeon pose. So if you recall pigeon pose, you're gonna drop down, got that leg crossed in front, and then we're gonna begin to shift our weight back and sit down into that position. It's great. If you want to watch someone do this and get a good laugh, I got a good friend named Lamont. You should go to his page and watch him do the pigeon pose. It's fantastic. There you go. Good. Keep that hold. When you stay here for about another 10 seconds, and then we're going to switch to the other leg. Maybe you can't hear what I can hear, but I'm grooving right now in my brain. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and switch that position. Good. And if you can't lay all the way down, that's okay. You can stay on your hands and you can start to shift your weight back and then slowly begin to drop to the elbows and forearms, and then you can even get deeper and spread your arms out and drive your chest to the ground. All right, we've got 10 more seconds before we go into an ankle stretch. This is for dorsiflexion, and that would be being able to really stretch and drive that knee forward. We've got 3, 2, 1, and switch. You're gonna take a half kneeling stance. And now you're just gonna shift your weight into your knee and drive it forward, but make sure that knee is not going over the big toe. I'm gonna elevate using this board and get an even deeper stretch in my calf. There we go. And just drive and push weight. So I can feel that tight pull here. This can really negatively impact your squat. So you should do this daily. Whenever. You can be sitting around, drinking a beer, and just go right in that half kneeling. Nobody will judge you. 3, 2, 1, and switch that stance. And if this bothers your knee being down on the ground, we've talked about this before, do it from a standing position where you elevate your leg on a box or a step. All right, we're gonna hold for about another 10 seconds, then we're gonna get into our first blast. Abby, you ready to work? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now, she was already complaining about being sore, so don't have too high of expectations. Just kidding, she's gonna bring it like the beast she is. 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, this is the time to get to rolling or get some water and get your equipment ready. All right, guys, we are ready for that very first blast. And this first blast is 6 minutes long, and it is a drop set. So you have 2 movements, but you're gonna drop set the first movement. The first movement Abby's getting ready to demonstrate, this is a squat curl press. So she's gonna have the dumbbells hang by her side, but she's in a squat position. At the bottom, she's gonna curl into a hammer curl, stand up, and then strict press it. That's 1 rep. She's gonna get 12 reps, and then she's gonna go right into her bear crawl. She's gonna crawl backwards 6 steps, nice flat back, knees are out, quads point right down to the ground, 6 back and 6 forward. Then she's gonna drop to 10 reps instead of 12. Every time dropping by 2. Now this should be slow and controlled, which means you should not rush through this and be done with 3 minutes left. However, if you can't help it, Tony Morrell, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna go, once you hit 2, you get all the way down to 2, you're gonna work your way back up to 12 again, all right? Make sense? Got it? Ready to get it, guys? I'm gonna show you some modifications while Abby's putting in a good workout here, guys. We're gonna start it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Here we go, guys. So we squat, hammer curl at the bottom. Notice the dumbbells touch the shoulder. Now, if the weight you have is a little bit heavy, we're gonna do it with 1 dumbbell or a kettlebell if needed. So we're gonna drop it down, squat, curl at the bottom, stand up, press at the top, peek through that window, back down. Again, we're getting 12 reps. Then we're going into that bear crawl. We still want a nice tight core as we're working this movement. I still have my board. If you still have your board or broomstick, you can still elevate, drop, curl, stand, press, and drive. Again, start with 2 dumbbells if you can. There's nothing wrong with dropping the weight as needed. Sometimes I'll do 4 or 5 reps, realize my form is starting to fall apart, then I drop that weight. There have been times where I drop all the way to body weight, where I'm just squatting, moving, and still squeezing my muscles. All right, we are 1 minute in. How many reps you got in? 10. See how slow she's going? It's slow, controlled, making sure her body is engaged. All muscles are contracting properly. Good. She's got 1 more rep here, and then she's hitting that bear crawl. Good. Up and press, up and press. Here we go. Let's get them. Now with that bear crawl, we really want to flat back. A lot of people will end up lifting their hips up in the air. Abby, show them what it looks like with those hips up in the air. That's tent butt. We want a flat tabletop back. All right, let's get a few reps here. Squat down, hammer curl, stand, press. Nice and controlled. I'm not rushing through this movement. And this time, instead of doing a push press at the top where you use your legs, it's a strict press where she's just using her shoulders to drive that weight up. There you go. Good. All right, we're now 2 minutes in. We've got 4 minutes to go. Hopefully you're somewhere around that 10 rep range, getting ready to finish 10 reps. If not, that's okay. Everyone has a different pace here. Good, way to move them. Again, all of this is tight. She's making sure. She's always focused on engaging her core. And if you engage your core with compound movements, you can certainly do core exercises, but you're getting a lot of core every time you do a movement if you engage your core. We want to make sure this stabilizes our entire body. Good, what number are we on? She just finished 10. Good, here we go. Getting ready to go back into that bear crawl. Again, crawling it back nice and controlled. I'm going to show you a side angle. We want to make sure our quads, our knees really close to the ground We don't want our legs too far back like a plank position, and we don't want our knees caving in. I see a lot of knees cave in when people perform this movement. So you really want to take your time and squeeze. These are small, controlled steps. All right, you hit the halfway point now. We have 3 minutes remaining. So I want you to keep working, keep driving through this. If you happen to have a kettlebell at home and you're using a kettlebell, same concept. You can hold the handles, squat down, curl, and then press up. You can even go bottoms up where you turn it upside down. That's a big challenge. Here we go. Good, keep rocking them. Again, driving those knees out, curl, tap those shoulders, drive up, and press at the top. Really try to straighten those arms out at the top. Here we go. Good work, guys. Good abs, keep moving. And curl and drive. So again, this is slow and controlled. This isn't rushing through your movements. Sometimes we rush through, and when we go fast, we don't find areas that are imbalances in our body. We can rush right through them and not realize it, but when you slow things down, you can start to feel areas that aren't as strong as other places in the body. Usually for people, that's gonna be the booty. That's why booty by back is so important. We always wanna strengthen those glutes. Here we go, good. Are we going down to 6? All right, so she's at 6. There's 1 minute and 45 left. Not sure where you're at. Hopefully you're somewhere around the 6 range. You could be around 8. If you're going faster, you might be around 4. But if you're already working your way back up, you may have rushed through it, or you may be using weight that's too light for you. There you go, good. And drive. Don't forget, you can drop that weight as needed. And it seems funny, but honestly, if you have no weight, but you've got a toddler at home, I promise you they'll think this is a fun game. You just grab that little one, bring them up, and drive them up. Here we go. All right, there you go, good. Nice and controlled, super flat here. There you go, good steps. It's a great core movement. There you go. If I had to pick a couple movements to do at home always, the bear crawl would be at the top of the list, especially if I had no weight. Bear crawls, I would absolutely do Bulgarian split squats, and I would absolutely be doing burpees. Sorry, but burpees would be on that list. There you go, we drive them up. It's at 4 reps now. All right, so she's very close to her timing, which means she's under control. Makes you feel like she's done this before. I don't know, did you do this before? Did you work this timing out? It's really good, it's really good. Is that 2 reps or 4? 4, all right, here's her bear crawl. Wow, guess what, guys? She's gonna have about 10 seconds left when she gets to those last reps. Wow, good timing. Here you go. Good, back up. Squat, curl, stand, strict press, 1 more rep. We've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow, good timing. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that first blast under control. Get some water, take a little moment, maybe 90 seconds, and we'll see you for blast number 2. All right, guys, we're ready for blast number 2, another big strength component. We have 2 movements. Now, instead of drop setting, we're now working the ladder by 2 reps each. We're gonna use 2 movements and increase reps for both of those movements. Abby's gonna demonstrate the very first one. We have a push-up with a shoulder tap. So we're gonna go all the way down to the ground, elbows are tucked, tap the shoulder, that counts as 1. Down again, tap the other shoulder, those are your 2 reps. Then she's gonna stand it right back up, and now she's going into a bent over row with a shrug. So she's gonna do 2 bent over rows, 1, 2, she's gonna stand up and then shrug, and she's taking her shoulders back at an angle to work the traps at the top. So those are your 2 movements. I'll give you some scaling options once we get started. We're ready to get it. I hope you're ready to get it. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, and go. And again, we go up by 2, so you just keep going. Our goal is to try to get close to 12. If you surpass that, then you surpass it, that's fine. That's really up to you, your pace, your tempo, but hopefully your form is strong. So let's take a look at how we can scale that push-up. Always able to drop to the knees if we can keep a 1-unit body, meaning I'm not worming to get back up and I'm not pushing my butt back to get back up. So I'm gonna drop, tap, drop, tap. So that would be an example. I can also, said this before, we can use a bench, we can use a couch, we can use a bed, anything to elevate the upper body to make that movement doable. Still challenging, but doable for you. All right, there we go, good. So with those bent over rows, we need a neutral spine. So I want to show you what that looks like. Make sure you drive your hips backwards, and we have a vertical shin. So we want a vertical shin. 1, 2, we stand up and drive those shoulders back at an angle. What we don't want is a rounded back with the weight in front, far away from our body. I recommend putting it by your side. For every inch that it gets away from your body, you're adding pounds and pounds of pressure on your lower back. So keep it close to your body, keep your muscles tight, and think about really good proper form. We go, good, driving back, squeeze at the top. Again, this isn't something to rush through. It's not about getting to 12 or being the first one to get there. That's just a goal as you really think about your strength movements, contracting the proper muscles. So what muscles are we working when we work the push-up? This should be a full body movement. So first of all, you're stabilizing your body using your core. You'll do that as long as you're not sagging. If you're sagging, your core is no longer involved. So that means if my hips are now down, I don't have much core stability here, I'm gonna tighten up. So I'm tightening up my quads, my glutes, but primarily I'm working my shoulders, my triceps, and my chest in that push-up position. How are we doing there? How's the shoulder? She's not talking to me right now. It's okay, good. So she's right back up. Now you don't have to hop up like you're some kind of gangster, like you're getting ready to fight somebody. You can step up, it's okay. There you go. But she's pulling elbows to the sky. She's squeezing her muscles. A good rule of thumb when you work your back is don't think about squeezing your hand and pulling, because that's a lot of bicep. Think about pulling with your elbow. Imagine your elbow is doing the pulling to the sky and not your hand. That will make your back muscles really engage. Good. How are those traps feeling? They starting to burn? Yeah. Good. Pause. Hold that position. Get a little second pause in there and back down. All right, what rep scheme are you on right now? She's starting 10? Wow, that's pretty fast. Starting 10, you're only halfway there. You think she'll make it to 20? Okay, there you go. Good push. Good, really tighten up your body. Core super tight here. Nice. Now, let's say we want to amp up this movement. Since she's going so fast, I'm going to have her amp up. What number are you at?
5.
Okay, that's cool. Go ahead and put your hands on the dumbbells. All right, now she's going to do her push-up, and then she's going to take that dumbbell and tap her shoulder with it. And tap. That's a good way to amp up this movement depending on what you have. We're going to have her finish just like this. Just this one round, but I want you to see how can we progress these movements. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ian, why didn't you show us? You don't have dumbbells in your hand. Well, I'm not about that life, okay? I'm about scaling down. I'm not trying to mod up. Nice. There you go. All right, good. Remember, now she's driving those hips back. Don't forget, drive them back. Don't allow your body to fall forward. Sit back. I want weight throughout your entire foot, but I'd rather weight in your heels. If your toes can wiggle, you're probably shifting your weight back correctly. If you're not sure, use a wall. You can have that wall just about 12 inches away from you, and then drive your hips back into the wall so you know you're pushing your hips back. All right, we've got 2 minutes left. Huh? Yeah? Yeah? Good. Up and squeeze. Up and squeeze. Can you turn around for a second? Thanks for making that long way. There you go. So we were going to tighten up here. These are the areas that we're really strengthening. For a lot of people, if you can pull back an angle, you can work these muscles that are very weak for most people. All right, turn around now. They're good. They're good now. They're good. All right, 90 seconds to go, guys. Let's keep grinding. Here we go. Good. Get into that push-up position. Chest down. Notice the elbows are not flaring out. Tap. Now, when you do your shoulder tap, you want to be very careful about turning your hips. You'll get way more core engagement if you can keep those hips from moving. But if I'm modifying, I can do that frog position and still tap, and that'll help keep me from using too much of my hip flexors in that position. All right, guys, 60-second remain. Got 60 seconds left. Come on. There you go, abs. Good. Way to tap and work. Good. Stay grinding. Remember, you can pause. You can take breaks whenever you need. But if you stay committed and stay consistent, you're going to improve. You're going to constantly improve. The people that don't improve are the people that allow self-motivation to dictate whether they're going to work out or not. The best workouts you get are the ones you don't want to do. That's just the way life works. So stay with it, stay consistent, stay strong, guys. 30 seconds to go. There you go, abs. Keep working them. There you go. Good pull. Good strong pull and squeeze. Remember, pull with your elbow. All right, 20 seconds. Feeling it, feeling it. She's got a little bit of sweat. It looks like she's crying from this angle, but she's not. It's just sweat, just sweat. Here, come on. All right, 12 seconds remain, guys. Let's finish strong here. Whatever movement you're on, stay with that movement. Don't even count, just finish. Just finish. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, we're gonna give Abby a little bit of a break. You need to take a break as well. 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, and then we'll go into our final blast. All right, folks, we've made it to our final blast. Now, there's no weights needed. However, you need a counting object. So we're gonna use what we have here, which are barbell collars. Every time Abby completes a round, she's gonna pull one out because we are doing an AMRAP. That means as many rounds as possible here. So here are your 3 movements. Real quick, Abby's gonna demo, and then we're gonna get right at it. So we got mountain climbers. You're gonna do 10 reps, but 2 is 1. So when she moves her legs, you're gonna go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, or just count to 20. The second movement is a squat hop, 10 reps. So you're hopping from the bottom of the squat, not the top of the squat. So it's not a jump squat, it's a squat hop, 10 reps. Then we got a full burpee with a kick. You're not gonna hop here. You're gonna stand up, kick your leg, back down. That's 1 rep, you're gonna get 10. I'll show you how you can scale this. As soon as she completes 10, she pulls a collar out. You can use pennies at home, quarters. Hey, if you are loaded with cash, throw out them 20s. Make it rain on your carpet. You know what I'm talking about? Are you ready? Yeah. Let's do this, guys. We start with the mountain climbers, and we are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Deep climb. Make sure you are not back. Your hips are not up, and we're climbing here. We want to make sure we're over, shoulders over the wrists, and we're driving. You can step if you need to modify this movement. You can also elevate the upper body. There you go. With the squat hop, if hopping bothers you, go into a calf raise. So from the bottom, we can come up and calf raise. And now we're working the calves instead of hopping. That's an option if you need it. Good, way to kick. Another option for the burpee, kick out, half burpee. Hop up and kick. You can reach out or just kick. You can step your burpee as well. Here we go. All right, we are 45 seconds in. Abby's getting it. Here we go. That's 1 round down for her. Every time you complete a round, take something out. Crayons, pencils, pennies, whatever it is, just make sure your dogs and your young kids can't grab a hold of them. There you go. Good. You could count tears if you want. Just 1 little tear right there as you're getting through this. Good hops. Good hops. Good. Keep the knees out on the hops. Try not to lean into your hop. Try to stay as upright as possible. And again, nice core engagement. Good kicks. There you go. Now she's getting a little nervous because she's wondering, is Ian gonna figure out a way to amp this up? That's probably what's going on in her brain right now. Not gonna do her like that. You believe that, guys? Not gonna do that. There you go, good. This AMRAP is hard enough just to move through these movements the way that she's moving. So let's keep grinding, guys. Best you can get. If you got a break in between, take a break. What my recommendation would be is whatever movement you're on, do everything you can to finish that exercise before you take a rest break. Make that your commitment to yourself. Good, way to drive. Now, those mountain climbers were a little slow there, so you're feeling it, right? You see that look I got? Ha! Okay, sorry, a little loud, good. Good squat hops. See, this isn't so bad. I don't understand what the problem is. There it is, good. Come on, keep them going, keep them rolling. Here you go, guys, good burpee. Now, you can make this a cardio burpee or a strength burpee. What's the difference? So cardio, we're just hitting the ground. Down, right back up. Strength burpee, you're controlling that burpee, incorporating that push-up. Will it be slower? Yes, but it involves more strength. Based on all the work you've already done, I would go cardio so you don't exhaust those shoulders more than they already are exhausted. Good, here we go. Come on, keep rolling. She's getting ready to complete round 3 for her. Not sure what round you're on, but we're halfway through this last blast, and she's got 3. So my goal for her, I want her to get 5 and hopefully get close to 6. Now it's gonna be hard to get 3 more because she's getting more tired as time goes by. So that's why I say 5 is probably good for her. Not sure where you're at. It could be 4 or 5 for you. Here we go. Good, but I'd love to see if we could push her into getting 6. Come on out. That means when she hits those burpees, she's gonna have to dig deep and go faster. So I want a cardio burpee here. I want her down and up. There you go, down and up, hitting it hard, hitting it hard. Now I know she's capable of doing this, If I felt differently about it, I wouldn't challenge her in that way. All right, I know her pretty well. I know what she's able to do. I know where her areas of struggles are. I don't know yours. So if you feel like your heart rate's getting too high, don't push through that. Rest, recover, come on. There you go, I heard that little growl. We're not putting up with that today. Good, there you go, nice. So that's 4 rounds, look at that. That was some speed. You got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. She can pull this off. Come on. This is where that mountain climber's gotta be super fast. Good, driving, bring those knees into the chest as high as you possibly can. Good work, there you go. Squat hops, hitting 10, hitting 10. 2, come on, you can hop a little higher than that, just a little bit, there you go. Good, way to bounce, way to bounce. So you do have a little bit of a bounce here, using those hamstrings as a spring to get you right back up. And she's right back to those burpees. But here's the good news, we've got 1 minute and 45 seconds left. So let's just stay grinding, stay grinding. Now, if you are in somebody's home and they're working out but you're not, stand beside them, stand over them. People love that. There you go, 90 seconds, let's keep it going. People really appreciate this type of enthusiasm and motivation. Come on, come on, come on. Now, some people like to be encouraged, other people like to be yelled at. Let's go, you're faster than that. You have to know the person though. All right, there you go, good. 5, we've got 1 minute, 12 seconds. She's gotta get through it. I want you to do the best you can to get through it as well. Come on, Abby. Good, she's driving, she's pushing, she's grinding. Good, once she hits that 20 rep here, right in those squat hops, come on. 1 minute to go. But remember, it's as many rounds as possible. What does that mean to you? If there are 12 seconds left on the clock and you stop, you didn't get as many rounds as possible. All right, you gotta keep grinding. Here we go, come on burpees. Good, kick them up, and 1. Way to kick, way to kick. Up, and 2, stay grinding, girl. Good, we're down. Kick them out. Kick them out, stay moving, guys. 30 seconds. Come on, Abby. Good, she's gonna hit that 6. She's even gonna go into a 7th round, it feels like it. 25 seconds to go. I hope you are still moving, I hope you are still pushing through. Remember, the difference between quitting is resting. Resting is needing to recover, knowing you're coming back to it. Quitting is I'm done because I don't want to. That's a different mindset, and that will not help you. That is a negative response, guys, so stay strong, stay positive. Here we go, abs. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. There you go. Now, common response is to lay down. Try to stay up for a little bit. Have those arms elevated so you can open up your lungs and breathe. If you haven't already, guys, please subscribe to our channel. We'll do daily free workouts for everyone. And if you know someone who may appreciate these workouts, tag them, copy it, share it. We appreciate it.